Hello, happy Halloween. Come on in.
We have a new Halloween soap today from Hoffmans Grooming.
It's a Halloween morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Halloween...
we are extra happy to be the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, come on in.
Hey.
Welcome. We're so glad we could sneak in some Halloween episodes on the holiday itself.
Yes.
And for the mention today, I have been on a quest to find a good razor because a lot of our friends and family have reached out. They've seen our little schmata going on here.
Where do we start?
And yeah, they said, hey, we kind of want to try one. So I reached out to a couple of friends, and one of them said my very first razor was a Merkur 34C. Merkur 34C? I will learn how to say it right. And it's not very expensive, but it's very coveted. It's very well loved in the community. So it's a good one to start with. So I thought, what the heck? So here's a little extra unboxing on the Barbershop Duet. This is our box from the razor company that has our stickers.
Flying stickers.
Stickers. We got stickers from the razor company. Ooh, look at this. Beautiful.
I forgot we got other things too. No peeking.
Ooh, that's
Hey.
how she comes. I bet a lot of you have this. Put it in the comments what you think. And that's
it's
cool.
got
It
some
actually
blades,
says
too.
unisex on it.
Wow.
That's kind of cool.
And it
And
has
it comes
some
with some
blades.
Merkur blades. It's also known by a nickname, the Heavy Duty. So we now have the Heavy Duty, and I'm excited to give this a
Yes,
try.
we'll have to report back how it
I know,
goes.
Joel and John, you might have one of
Give it
these
a
in
try.
your future. So that's exciting. And we also got a little something that we're going
next
to
episodes,
save for
yes.
the next episode when we do an international factory soap episode. So we're kind of excited
tuned,
about
yeah.
that. Some of the bigger brands internationally. So, okay, so what do we have today?
So there were 4 Hoffman's Halloween exclusive ones, and we chose to purchase these 2. So the first one you're going to see now is Blood and Sand.
And just for coming attractions, Beautiful Disguise will air after this episode. We're so excited. Let's meet the soap. All right, so this is from the Hoffman Grooming sales page.
All right. This is a metaphoric tale or analogy of a person fighting for their freedom. This can be a physical fight, mental fight, or financial fight, which we can all relate. You also might be lost and trying to find your way back home.
Wow. You know, we've gotten to know Rob a little bit.
Yeah,
And
jumping in on his lives and
Rob
stuff.
is one of my favorite people in the community because he really wears his heart on his sleeve. And sometimes when you jump into his lives, we'll just be talking about something fun we saw on TV, and sometimes he'll be talking about his kids, and
Like real
sometimes we'll be
life
talking about
things,
real
yeah.
life things, and we love that. And we
Very
love
transparent.
that.
I
Yes,
like that.
and we love that in his soaps, that quality of transparentness and just
Just honesty.
being earnest
Yeah.
and honest with your emotions comes through. And it says, if you're looking to win your freedom, then welcome to Blood and Sand, the road back to Rome.
Wow.
I love that. So if you are having
Paints
a
a
day
picture.
and it's not a Halloween season, but you are having a little struggle in your life, and let's face it, who doesn't from time to time, you got somebody with you on your
Yeah.
side who made this soap.
Help
I
get
love
you back
that.
home.
And these set notes I can't even look at them.
no-
They're already
no
looking
cheating.
fantastic. So let's unbox this. All right, if you are a newbie in the shaving community and you use the code HOFFNEW20, you can get 20% off your first order from
yeah.
Hoffman, and order as much as you like. All right, let's see what we got here.
What's our way in?
Woo! The Halloween cavalry came riding in hard today, folks. In real life, it is the 24th of October, so we are needing to slip these into our Halloween
It showed
schedule.
up today, so we had to do it. Ta-da!
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, it's
He's got the gloss finish
beautiful.
labels here.
Oh, it's
Whoa, look at
just
the
fantastic.
eyes.
I know.
And then there's on the background. I don't know if you
Love
can
it.
even see
Y'all,
that.
we
but
just
there's-
expanded our shave den.
We really
and
did.
the Hoffman got a place of honor. If
So now
only
I
for
get some
these
more.
side labels too, y'all. I'm just such a fan because it just kind of, I don't know, sets you up for a cool adventure, like seeing a nice
Right?
movie poster or something, you know?
Now I'm so curious what it even smells like. We ready for a first
Oh,
impression?
no first impression! So when I asked which soap we should do tonight, either Blood and Sand or Beautiful Disguise, my beloved here went all Roman blood on you. So this might be fun. Why don't you do the first one?
You think? Okay.
Yes.
Wow, that face is serious.
I know. And I don't think this is an homage. I think to a cologne. I think it's an original scent.
Okay.
Really fun.
All
Here
right,
we go.
let's see.
beautiful pour, Rob.
Ooh, there's something different in there.
Yeah?
I don't know if it's supposed to be Roman or something. It's something different.
Oh, y'all?
It's very clean. I just don't know what that is. I'm intrigued. See if you can figure it out.
Is it rocky? Is it like an herb? What do you smell?
It could be more rocky. I'm not sure. It could be a combo of a few things that I'm smelling.
Okay, I'm going to jump in with it. You ready?
It's clean. It's bright, but I don't know what I'm smelling. Is it clayish? I'm not sure. What is that?
Oh, it's beautiful, Rob. I'm getting a little bit of something in the way of a beautiful light, almost powdery citrus.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And then
yeah.
Oh, and yes, and like just a little bit of a beautifully balanced, like a lemon, just as the top notes leave you. And then what's in the middle?
I know. What is that? Well, and it's fun. It's very different from his others that we have so far.
Yeah, we have Evil Pumpkin and Burn the Ships.
Right. So one's like more spicy, one more sweet.
Although we do have a theme going with these labels.
Yeah, we really might.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
and you're right.
really
maybe
refreshing.
A little hint of like a clay.
That in-between scent.
Right. And then a really light sort of maybe a suggestion of a wood, like a cedar.
Right. And then it's something, just a hint at almost a floral, but it's not. It's just something that kind of sweetens it a little.
Yeah. What do you catch in the middle after that beautiful like citrus leaves you?
I'm trying to figure that out. It's not overpowering. It's just something...
The answer, as with most things in life, may be hiding with the bougie.
The lather here.
Let's build a lather. And I do not have my patented Barbershop Duet waxing sticks today because we went digging in our box from the razor company and we found they had given us a guitar pick. That says never alone on the back. And this is so cool. So today we're going to use this. There we go. Give a little figure eight, little infinity pattern, back and forth, right?
It's waking up wonderfully here on the airbrush.
You do the honky ponk and you turn the brush.
Ooh, it brightened and sweetened up more somehow.
Yeah, it usually does.
See what you think.
Usually does. Oh, it's a lemon. It's a lemon or
like a citrusy, but it's bright. Whatever.
But it's bright and gorgeous. Hold on. Ooh, and it is. It's surrounded by some kind of rock,
clay,
or something a little more dry that's pulling against the citrus. So you got a dry and a citrus that kind of greet you at the door.
And then it's, I don't want to say it's a spice because his other ones have had a lot more spice, but this has something that's, I don't know if it's a different wood or a different floral, like.
The others go a little bit more in like the ambery, like, and then, you know, Evil Pumpkin is your nutmegs and cinnamon.
Right.
This goes the other way. I'm seeing like white. I'm seeing baby blues.
Me too. The color I'm getting,
Yeah, and that orange on the label, that like
that
bright sunlit orange, right? Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Oh, okay, hold on. There is something super masculine in the base of this.
Right. It's very
super
new.
masculine.
We haven't smelt this in something before.
Like we bought Gladiator on the 4K disc. We haven't watched it yet. So maybe tonight.
There we go. We'll have to throw this bad boy on.
And keep your eye on the Hoffmans site, y'all, because he does have some crazy sales from time to time, which the shaving world is not that known for, but he will do 2 for $1 EDPs. We just got done with a bootstrap sale of like 50% off the EDPs. Yo. Check it out.
I don't know if we could find any other things that we can pull apart. I don't want to give in and look so quickly, but
I know
it's something new, and I kind of like that. It's not something that we can just, there's the tobacco or whatever.
I do kind of feel like the Roman roads. Right, I feel like myself in sandals. I want to put on a toga. This is really, and something super masculine in the base. And there's not many things that are super masculine. What is that?
Right. And it's not the normal masculine. It's not like the tobacco. It's not the darker sense. It's lighter. It's brighter.
Well, think of 300. Y'all have seen that movie? Or like look at the Roman person on the label.
Right.
It's not like an army uniform. It's not like kind of our idea of the Gillette masculine man. This is a different idea of a man. So he would have worn a toga. He would have worn like a purse. He would have worn sandals. This is something like these people would have had something in common with every old lady on Miami Beach. But back then, that was what was masculine. And I kind of smell that. I don't smell a business suit. I don't smell an army uniform. I smell like a toga and sandals and being out in the sand and being out on a Roman granite road or like, whoa, this is beautiful. And like a cologne they might have worn. Does that make sense?
Right. Or like the natural aromas of being out.
Yeah, because when you think about Gladiator, think about that hero in that movie. Like, this is what he would have smelled like. Ooh, well, I mean, when he's not smelling like dirt and sweat and all the other crap.
Working
blood. Well, blood. Blood and sand.
Yeah, do we give in and try and look at the scent notes?
Yeah, they're there. Let's just look at them.
Oh, different things.
Oh.
Okay. Listen, see, we said new to us. So first thing.
She did. She called it right away. This is going to be new.
First thing, Oriental woody notes.
Okay. Whoa!
Now
yes!
That might be the in-between thing that we couldn't figure out.
And just between you and me, y'all, I love it when scent notes are a little bit vague. I love it when the artisan is like, I'm not telling you what I did.
I'll give you a hint.
I'll tell you that it's Oriental woody notes, but we're not going to get too into it. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, what else?
And then next is amberwood.
Amber. I said it.
You said something
I said it
amber.
did not go in the amber direction, but amber wood might be
different.
lighter than like the amber
And that's
scent,
the
right?
whites and stuff that we're getting, maybe.
Right. So hopefully
Okay.
I'm still right.
And then this next one, I totally get now that I'm reading it, but sage.
Yes, the herb. Beautiful.
Right? And Roman times back in the day, like that,
Oh, you smell the sage in there?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And then bourbon pepper.
It's bourbon pepper, Rob. What is bourbon pepper? That's fantastic.
Wow.
So is it pepper that's like soaked in bourbon, or is it like...
But it's kind of that sweeter kind of in between bourbon, too. Like that sweeter side of bourbon that you smell sometimes.
Right. Yeah, and think of the smell of bourbon is a lot different than the
Right.
taste. Coffee, too. Right?
Patchouli. And then this last one, I totally smell now. But apple. That was the sweeter.
I never thought to put those
Any of
together.
these together. Any of those.
This is just a perfect balance. This is great.
It's, it's funny because a lot of the Halloween, like fall ones, have been much darker. So it's fun to have something that's a brighter, lighter scent.
Right. And there are some scents that y'all are for Halloween that are not trying to like delight you in a sweet cologne way.
Right.
They're trying to scare the crap out of you. This one is different.
No,
this one is the cologne of a Roman soldier that they would have made out of sage and stuff that would have been
Right.
kicking around,
Yeah, and I almost feel like it's warm outside. Like, Roman times, you did just walk around in your little toga because it was hot outside.
Right.
Like, there is something of like the hot sand, the hot sun coming out.
And they were the first society, I think, to come up with plumbing. So you got to know that scent was important to them, right?
Yeah.
So they would have had. So it would be fun to look up, like what a
Right.
Roman cologne was. Maybe I'll mention it in the How It Shaves section, which
Right, if we
we
find
shoot
something.
later. Yeah.
But it is really refreshing and bright.
Right. It's almost aquatic. It almost approaches an
There's
aquatic,
something
y'all, but it's
different.
not.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's just the combo of those, but they're super fun. We have not had all of these before.
Look at you. We don't comment on lather here at the Barbershop Duet.
hello?
But when it looks like her new bowl has been dripped in plaster, like, whoa.
Yeah, it's a very happy lather in this
It's
bowl.
just a beautiful lather.
All right, so do we have a few deeper thoughts about this, maybe?
Out of one, many.
I do like being surprised. I don't know why in my mind I just assumed it'd be like a darker fall scent, but it's
Right.
kind of fun to have one. Like this can be
Yeah.
totally year round. Yes, it came
love
out for Halloween, but this is a very refreshing.
Right.
Like if I just wanted something light
Yes.
and calming and refreshing, this totally hits all those boxes.
Yeah. And here's what I love the best. Number 387. Having gotten to know Rob a little bit through the lives on Instagram and things, I keep going back to what he wrote here.
Right at the beginning.
Yeah. This is an analogy for a person fighting for their freedom. And this can be a physical fight, a mental fight, a financial fight. This can be your kids wouldn't go to bed. This could be your hamburger buns had mold on them. This could be anything that was crappy about your day. And when you
Right.
go into your shave den and you reach for this, you've got a buddy who knows what it's like to be there, who's with you. And it is funny in this shaving world how they do like to be together. Sometimes,
Right.
like when Sarah was in the hospital, a couple of people called me, just the sweetest people in the world, just to talk to me. And I could hear that they were shaving while they were talking to
A
me.
little clunking in the
Right.
water. in
And
the
Jerry said, I
background.
don't want to shave alone. That's the sweetest
Something
thing.
about this community that you really aren't alone.
Right.
And even just in those simple messages like this, like someone sees you,
Yep.
someone honors where you're at, and it's okay.
And when you smell this, that copy is what I think of, because this is not going to be like one of those scents that's meant to be, and this is not going to be a pumpkin spice that's going to remind you of lots of other things and lots of other holidays. This is its own unique blend. So that if you do feel like you're in the middle of a struggle,
Right.
you do feel like you've got some friends next to you who understand. And
When you need help fighting the good fight of just daily life.
yeah,
You know?
just getting through the daily grind and stuff that life can throw at you. And know that you will be using that on days like this. And so will a lot of other people because of that copy. And I love that he wrote that.
Right.
And I love that knowing him a little bit, he really meant that.
Right, right.
And on Halloween of all days, to unload that on us. Wow.
It's a darker time of year. We all need to have a little friend in their corner, you know? Even on the scent alone,
Yeah.
we don't have something in our locker
No.
that has this.
And some of you might want to know how sweet this is. I think Sarah was right. There's something a tiny bit hidden and floral that gives you something just sweet enough so that it's not a dry scent, if you know what I mean.
Right.
That it's a friendly, sweeter scent, but that sweetness sort of gives way to everything else that's in it.
Yeah,
It's
they
not
blend
like
really well.
yeah, it's not like a Burma shave that's meant to be sort of sweet and subtly comforting the whole time with its sweetness, with its like boozy sweetness. This is different. This is meant to give you that friend, that strong friend next to you who's you know, not gonna just be like a big teddy bear, but who's gonna be a strong type, and that's a clean, bright new beginning.
Right, and it has a little of the woodsy, and it blends. I think it's more the apple that must be what's so sweet to me that my nose is just catching.
Right.
But it blends immediately back into the bourbon pepper, oriental wood, amber kind of vibes.
Yeah, and it keeps it a strong masculine scent. This is not, you know, this is not a Marcus scent because I'm more of like a teddy bear kind of guy. Like I know I am. And so I'm more of like the cinnamons and the spices and the pumpkin spices and the things like that. However, nobody's the same every day.
Right.
And there are days where I have to stand up and fight my battles. So the cool thing is, Hoffman gives me a uniform to wear just to subtly smell and remind me that today's a warrior day.
Right? I feel like, you know, because Marcus likes to shave at night, it'd be good to do a night shave if you know the next day is like, I gotta face some stuff. I gotta turn my taxes in. I have to do the adult thing, you know? But it's something like that of like, okay, well, time to go face the serious things of life. And this is the one, like going to bed, like you could feel like you could conquer it.
Yeah, and there are going to be some morning shaves on Christmas morning and, you know, things that when you do have a job interview that day or something. And boy, would this be a great tip. Because you'd know every time you caught a little whiff, you'd see this picture and it might lift you up.
I actually really feel like we'd enjoy the aftershave of this. It has something crisp and, you know, just that someone's got your back vibe to it.
And those sales do come through from time to time. In fact, we have an EDP that Crystal sent us of Daydreams that we are going to include in our review of that in the weeks to come. We're so excited.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever seen the movie 300, but it's about a small group, true story, of Spartan soldiers who were told by a bad guy not to pursue the enemy. So, one of them, who looked a lot like this, just happened to gather up 299 of his closest friends. They all put on their uniforms, they all put on their armor, they all put on their helmets, and they went out and got their own! So, head over to hoffmansgrooming.com where you'll find this and a ton of other stuff I want right now. This is different, y'all. This is different. I got a Merkur, did I say that right? Merkur 34C, and I tried it out because I want to pass it on to Sarah's dad as a nice beginner razor. And I reached for a Hoffman base because I knew what to expect, and I really like it. And I was beguiled because the other two that we have, Cold Spices and Evil Pumpkin, are a lot more what I expected from the label and from the description. I had no idea what to expect from Blood and Sand, y'all. And you know what? I know it's not in the scent notes, but I did put myself somewhere that was like a sandy color. I could almost feel the cool of the granite. I could feel the gravel under my sandals. This does have that kind of crazy effect on you. The power of suggestion of that label. And even better, what Rob had to say in the description about never feeling abandoned when you're facing a struggle, you know? So, hey, y'all, this is going to be what I reach for on those days when I just need something different and I need something unique. The dryness and the beauty of this scent will fill that gap perfectly. Thanks, Hoffman. Ready for beautiful disguise? Bring it on! Welcome to messages. So when Phoenix Shaving found out that we already had a clown fruit, they sent us one anyway to have a giveaway.
So for our happy Halloween to you, if you make sure you go to the clown fruit episode and put a little comment in there, we'll go ahead and pick out someone to be lucky enough to send it out to.
Be one of our subscribers and you could win that clown fruit for your very own compliments of Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements and the Barbershop Duet. Love Halloween season because it's like going to a Halloween party. You're going to see some costumes that just scare the out of you, and you're going to have some costumes that are just delightful and beguiling.
Yeah,
and
it's even like like the trick or treat part. Like, is it going to be a tricky one or a treat to have? Like,
So
it's been super fun.
I think we can safely report that this is a treat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just a beauty, and not a Halloween scent, y'all. This could be any time of year. This would be a great pick.
Yeah, I'm really glad that we decided to sneak out this one. We were really torn which ones to pick out of the four. And this one, really oddly, is one we don't have anything in our locker like.
And we hope you have a wonderful Halloween today. We hope you all stay safe. We have a wonderful November full of wonderful autumn scents coming to you. We have some fantastic Christmas things lined up for
Things are
December.
getting lined up. So let us know if we should add anything else.
Absolutely. And January is going to be Barbershop month. Here at the Barbershop Duet, we realized we had a ton of barbershop scents and they're so beloved.
So stay tuned.
We're going to do a month where we put in a lot of barbershop scents, and we hope that you will stay there for us.
Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.
Hey.